Ani wagani? Wewe kujeni. Nani kama? Hao citizen wako?
Go. Enda huko. Cool down. Yes. And you also have to respect my space. Yes. You have to respect my space. So you don't come here and start commanding my stuff. Oh, I'm glad. So what's the shit? Somebody is dying? Somebody is dying? Somebody is dying? Do your job as professionals, not tribalism. What are you discussing with that Kiprop fellow in Kikalenjin?
They're back. Say me hata you.
A job.
Let them come. Where are they?
Raphael Tuju is the latest person to discover how ruthless the system can be once it turns against you. I was listening to him yesterday, and he said he will not allow his property to be auctioned. And if they have to do it, then they will have to do so over his dead body. That they will have to bury him at Rarieda before they can take that which he believes belongs to him. You cannot believe that this is somebody who once sat at the table of power. This is someone who has served as a minister during Kibaki's time. Tuju has been an MP. Tuju has been a CS when Uhuru was in power. Right now, he has fallen out of the food chain, and the big boys are coming for him. You know, the thing about power, when you are at the helm of it, when you consider yourself the deep state, even the banks know. They will smile with you. Loans will flow. Tenders will flow. Everything will look good. Even the courts will drag your cases for long so that your loot is protected. But the moment you lose that power and influence, it dawns on you that politicians actually eat their very own. It is not just the public that they eat. They also eat each other. Right now, the Kalenjin boys are telling Tuju, we want that property, not because we want to return it to the people of Kenya, but because we want to grab it. It is our time to eat. And you see, Tuju cannot wail so loud because Kenyans can easily ask, how did you amass all this wealth? Because most of that wealth is politically linked. And you know, politicians, including the ones who are serving right now, should learn from this. That in one way or another, your Tuju moment is coming. Nobody is ever in power forever. I mean, you can be there in 20 years or 15 or whatever, but at some point, somebody is gonna want that you looted. Hii hoteli yako ndi anataka na hata kingine. And you cannot bargain too much because you also looted it, the way you acquired it. If the books are followed, you have to choose between forfeiting it and cooling your heels in committee. Anyway, I really don't sympathize with thieves. It doesn't matter whether they are in the opposition or in government. A thief is a thief. And what we do to thieves on the streets is we ban them. I don't know why we don't ban these super thieves though.
Can I explain to you?
Please do.
Okay. I didn't take a loan from the bank to buy a piece of property. I took a loan from the bank to do a project.
Okay.
The bank, even as a financial institution, and any bank really, will not give you a loan to buy a piece of land unless you can demonstrate
what you're going to do with it.
You're going to do with it, how you're going to pay. So the loan was given against project document. This project document was evaluated by the bank. In fact, for that evaluation alone, I paid 4.7 million shillings. That time, 50,000 US dollars. Then they brought in KPMG, who I also had to pay that time about 2 million shillings to test the project in terms of viability. And the KPMG also submitted a report that this project is viable. Then it went to their board. Then they approved it. They approved 1.2 billion shillings. 900 million went towards purchase of the land. 300 million was supposed to go towards the development of the project. And I was putting more money from my side, another 100 million, to go towards the project. They paid the vendor the 900 million and refused to disburse the 300 million. So it was a violation of a contract. It's like, we agree with you in simple terms that I've got some potatoes.
Yes.
I'm hiring you a lorry. When I reach Mombasa, I will sell the potatoes so that I can pay you the balance of money which I owe you to take this lorry to Mombasa for you to carry the load for.
Yes.
For me. We reach Mtitandei, all right? Then you say, no, now you have to pay me the whole amount
Mombasa.
To reach Mombasa. But then the potatoes I'm going to sell, as per the project document,
You have them.
they're in the lorry. I cannot sell them in Mtitandei. That is a violation of contract. Pure and simple.
So you did not get the 300 million?
I did not get the 300 million.
And they're asking you to pay this loan?
Yes, and they're asking me to pay this loan. And the reason why I'm not getting 300 million is because, meanwhile, on the side, they're blackmailing me.
What are they blackmailing you about?
Of course, guys want to be
Give
part
us a
of the
card.
project. This kind of nonsense.
Okay.
Then I said, I'm not biting.
Okay.
So,
Is there evidence to support what you've just said?
yes.
Yes. The evidence to support what I've said is that in the commercial court, the area manager for East African Development Bank stated exactly what I'm telling you, that was a fact.
In court documentation?
In court documentation and cross-examination. And after that, they refused to renew his contract.
That is in a lower court.
That's in the lower court, in the high court. And why did it end up in the lower court? The Supreme Court refused to listen to this. They said, no, that matter is too complicated. Go back to the lower court. And now in the lower court, more evidence emerged. And they saw that they had made several mistakes. And that's why they decided to recuse themselves.
For bottom line clarity here, of this 2.1 billion shillings,
1.2.
sorry,
1.2.
1.2 billion shillings,
Yes.
900 million shillings was paid to the vendor. Like you said, it's in
Yes.
court documentation, so
Yes.
that is public
Yes.
record. And that 300 million shillings essentially that was supposed to go to you and your organization
Was never paid.
Was never paid.
Was never paid. And then
so that money remained with the bank?
Yes, it remained
That
with the
money remained with the bank, and that can be proven.
Yes.
So on going to court, essentially, when somebody now takes you to court and says you've not paid the loan, would this evidence or would this information not come through that Raphael Tuju actually never received the money and that 900 million shillings went to the vendor?
Precisely. So, when I was presenting this to the court said, I've stolen this. I mean, the EADB said, yes, they did not deny. They did not say this is not true. They simply said that I've obtained this evidence fraudulently. And the Supreme Court judges agreed with them.
Okay. So essentially,
So
what
it
was
is-
okay?
Yeah,
please go
okay.
ahead.
So you're talking about
And it gets worse. It gets worse. You see, when I saw all this happening, then I said, okay, fine. Can we cut loose? I went to Kenya Commercial Bank. Kenya Commercial Bank said, look, Raphael, let's agree. And I've got all this documentation. Let's agree. Your project is viable, is okay. We'll give you 500 million. All right? Then we do what they call a pari passu charge. Continue with your project. As you pay EADB their share, and you give us our share. EADB refused. Okay? It gets worse. I told them, okay, I'm fed up, I want to pay you. I'm a former foreign minister. I've got friends in the UAE. UAE, people I served with when I was in foreign ministry. I told them, look, guys, I'm in trouble. Can you help me out? The guys say, okay, fine. What is the problem? No, I need $9 million to refund these guys.
Why would you refund them if you didn't spend the money?
No. I mean, they gave me a loan. They disbursed.
They disbursed it, essentially, yeah.
So I tell them...
and under your name.
So I tell them, okay, fine. So I tell them, guys, can I just pay you whatever you disbursed? And then, we shake hands and we move our different directions. We call it a day. They say, no. If you want to pay us now, there's an interest and there's lawyers, charges and so forth, so you pay us $12 million US dollars. Okay, I said, I go back to my friends in the UAE. They say, no, Raphael, what we can do, we can pay you, we can give you 10 million. Give them 10 million. After all, we've given them a lot of titles, because I gave them 2 titles. One title was worth 1.2 billion, and the other title was worth about 590 million. Let them release
the titles.
The one title.
Okay.
Keep the others. Within as the project continues, we'll pay them. You will pay them the extra 2 million they want. And EADB agree. And they say, okay, fine. Can we do a settlement agreement? They use their own lawyer. Australia, what is his name? Anyway.
Not what about the name?
It's all right.
Oyatsi, okay? Who is their lawyer? To write a settlement agreement so that I can pay them what we agreed that, okay, it's unfair, but 12 million, I want to move on. So we agreed to pay that. All right? Australia prepares the documents are signed. They say, no, we're taking it to the board, we'll get back to you. After they get back, they text them once. I mean, you call them, tell them, look, we want to move on. The guys who are ready to give you the money in the UAE are asking, is this deal still on? Because you have reserved the $10 million. If you don't use it now, we put it into another project. All right? So, they get back to me and say, no, the board has said no. So it is now 16 million.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Right?
Okay,
And meanwhile, they've taken me to court in London.
Because I was a victim of post-election violence in 2007. I was the only person in my region who was supporting Kibaki. And they attacked my cousin, and until today, he has no arm. He's a high school headmaster, but he doesn't have an arm. Just because he was associated with PNU at that time and associated with me as Raphael Tuju. I never talk about these things. From 2007 to 2018, my late mother could not go to the market because she was the mother of a Msaliti who followed Kibaki when everybody else was following Raila. So only in 2018, that is when my mother was able to go to the market because Raila had a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta. What I'm telling you is that if this country descends into chaos, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. The problem we have in this country, and I would like to explain to His Excellency Deputy President, I've not met him for a long time, so I've not had the opportunity to tell him this. And I can see Jane Kihara smiling because, as politicians, hatuna msimamo sana. Today we are here, tomorrow we are there. Huyu Jane, I was the first one to campaign for her at Naivasha under NAC. Tukaingia.
Tukiendelea hivi, tutajipata sisi wote wengine tutarudi kama vile wanasema tulikuja na samaki, tutarudi mahali tulitoka. Wala walikuja na miwa wa Kisii watajipata huko. Wala walikuja na mirawa Meru watajipata huko Meru. Kwa hivyo kama italazimu kura zetu zifanye Ruto akuwe one term president, akipenda rudi tena kama Trump, hiyo ni yake. Lakini mimi naambia Wakenya, tukaeni makini na tukae gangari. Tusiimbe tu term juu mtu anashiba.
Usinibo fake steady ukiwa proxy kila pedi kwa na doka we ni ngombe skena goat milioni kwanza na box ile pipe tumedot kila mchoro anza na dot naongeza skari mingi waulize tuskate limit ili video nyeshe tili sijapatiwe degree simanishi chebi kisema nilishika mili ile pressure kubwa ndo na
baddest selector they know.